Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be comparing the Bachmann and the Walthers Proto Amfleet 1 Amtrak Phase 6. So the first key difference you can see between the Bachmann and the Walthers is that the Walthers has a nice plated finish while the Bachmann just has, in my personal opinion, a kind of toy-like finish. I don't really like this finish. I do prefer the Walthers Proto version, but they both work in their own ways. You can get by with either one. Okay, so now at the end of these Amfleets, as you can see, we have some nice detail, some missing detail on one versus the other. Bachmann over here has just no painted detail in the bottom compared to the Proto's Amfleets. It's just straight silver all the way down. However, Bachmann does have these little nice handles in the doorway, while the Proto's does not. And for some reason, I didn't notice this before, but like the windows are kind of a different size too. This Protos is a little bit bigger compared to Bachmann. It has a little bit smaller windows. Not entirely sure why that is. If someone can tell me in the comment section, that would be great. But that is very interesting. Okay, so starting with the side profile, starting with Bachmann, we have decals. Bachmann comes in business and coach class. Also is pre-numbered, which can be a bad thing or a good thing for some people. Me personally, I don't really care, but if you're one of those people that like to put your own numbers on, then this may be a little bit of a nuisance to you. And now the side profile of the Walthers Proto, right? No decals or of any kind other than the Amtrak decal. Now this does give a greater range for people to do what they want to do. They could put coach class or business class or number them any kind of way they want without any extra hassle. So this may be favorable to some people. Again, me personally, it doesn't really matter.
And here we have the underbody detail for the Walthers Proto and the Bachmann. Clearly, Walthers Proto is better. But in all honesty, it really doesn't matter when both of them are running. Bachmann is serviceable. But if you're one of those people that really like detail and underbody detail, then yeah, this will definitely be way better suited for you.
Up first, once again, we have Bachmann. Kind of see how the lights are like bright in some spots and then dark on the other. It also has a yellowish hue to it. Up next, we have the Walthers Proto. It has blue hue interior lights, and it is consistent throughout. Me personally, I do prefer this one. Let me know what y'all favorite ones in the comment section. You guys prefer the yellow or the blue hue for the interior lights on the Amfleets? And then we're back at the ends of the cars to talk about another feature that Bachmann has over the Walthers is that they have pre-installed marker lights, and the Proto does not. Now, I do prefer my Amfleets to not have marker lights, and I just install them later because it's a little bit more prototypical that way, and it makes a little bit more sense. And it's not hard to get into Protos to put into marker lights on them. But again, that's just me personally. I can see why a lot of people prefer this instead because they don't have to worry about it. Just slap it on the back of a train and you're completely okay. And next, we're going to talk about the pricing. Now, the pricing for both of these are quite similar in terms of MSRP. The Bachmann is 105 MSRP, and the Protos is 115. Now, I don't know if Bachmann went up, but I don't remember it being at that high. But me personally, that's kind of crazy. But you still can't find it on Troy World for like $70. Maybe I don't know if they went up. Maybe it went to 80, like $70, $80, which is still kind of insane.
and the Walthers Proto is going to be at like around $100. But if you want me to compare the two, I'll still say the Walthers Proto is far better. All you gotta do is lube it up, run it for like an hour or so, and they're pretty good. But if you want a little bit more on a budget and don't want to spend like the extra $20 or $30, then Bachmann may be a little bit more of a better option. With that being said, though, both of them are very good passenger cars. I have both, and I run them whenever situation sees fit. Bachmann is way more easier for people with smaller layouts. They can take turns a lot easier, while the Protos are very temperamental when it comes to turns and switches. So that's another something that you should keep in mind when purchasing either one. Other than that, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.